guys, I'm here to introduce you to my side piece, Tina, the 2008 Toyota Yaris. Two-door hatchback, you guys can see. I'm kind of in a rush because the sun's about to set. I actually tried to make a video of this earlier, but it ended up being all upside down. Alright, so first I want to show you, okay. Alright, so inside, first of all, I'd like to mention it is a manual car. It's got a 5-speed transmission, and as you guys, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is the 3 pedals. So it is a legit car. You can drive it and have complete control. Okay, so one of the great things I love about this car is actually that you've got a bunch of compartments. Like seriously, like I'm surprised how much storage space this thing has. Look at this. You got storage here for your papers. You can put things here. You've got another storage space here. Oh, and then on top of that, the driver's and the passenger has a cup holder down here. Alright. They got one. And there's a cup holder here on the top. And the driver has one too, which is great. Because, see, if I want to drive, and I'm at a light or whatever, I don't have to, or even if I'm just moving, if I want to drink something in one hand, I don't have to take my hand off the shifter or whatever. If anything happens, I can still control it, you know? Which is great. So now I want to show you guys the back. Oh, and it's got roll down windows. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that classic window. Gotta love it. Alright. So we got roll down windows. And surprisingly, I actually think the back is more comfortable than the front. Which is kind of weird for a two-door car, but right? And it's really convenient. The passengers can simply push this lever, like on this side, and then the seat simply goes forward. And I actually think, like I said, like this. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look at that. Like, you can actually slip your feet right underneath the seat. So even if you're 6 foot tall or whatever, you still have plenty of room to actually put your feet. And, I mean, unless this person's really tall, they could probably move a bit forward. I mean, look how forward I sit. And these back seats, like, they're actually more comfortable than the front ones, oddly enough. So I actually, even though this is my car, sometimes my dad likes to drive it. He used to drive manual like 20 years ago. I'll actually just sit in the back, and it's actually more comfortable than the front. So it's got quite a bit of back storage space. This is the hatchback. I actually put these seats down once and brought in a fridge, like a small fridge. So it's pretty, utility-wise, it's pretty good. Anyways, oh, and I forgot to mention, this car is a 1.6 liter engine car. So it's one of the smallest cars in Canada you can buy. I know in Europe you guys got like 1.2, but in Canada for this type of car, it's pretty damn small. Alright, so I'm gonna get to the driving. Alright, so we're gonna try for the second time this time. Actually, alright, because it was all filmed bizarre last time. Alright, so let's get the car started and get going. Oh, don't mind my bizarre appearance, by the way. I look kind of rough right now. That's because I just took a shower because I went to the gym earlier. And, yeah, I wanted to do this before complete sunset so you guys can actually see something. Alright, so I'm into neutral. Oh. Turn on the headlights. you got way more precision than in an automatic, I gotta say, because you're controlling the speed of the car with the clutch. So once you got clutch control down, you actually have a lot more control with a manual reverse, I think, than an automatic reverse. See, it's a 9:07. The sun just went down about 6 minutes ago. Come on, guy. All right. Okay. Well, I've got to say, one of the hardest things about driving a manual car, like when you're learning, is having good start off. Like right there, I revved it a bit much, but at least it wasn't bouncing. That's hard to get to right too, because if you release the clutch too quickly, it's gonna bounce a lot from when you're starting off at first. But if you release it too slowly, then well, it's back to the clutch, right? So one time I actually was going to, I was at the stop sign right here, and I gave it so much gas. This is like the third day I was driving it, and there's some asshole like on my bumper. So and there's some asshole like right on my fucking bumper, and I fucking revved the engine so much because like I didn't want to, you know, roll back into it. Because if it was like on a slight slant, and that's the thing with manuals. If you're like on a slight slant, you can roll backwards. So you gotta get the biting point right. A trick I find for that though is use the parking brake, because it's that time going from the foot brake to the gas pedal and getting the gas before you release the clutch. That's the hard part, right? So a trick, if you're like on a steep slant and you just keep fucking rolling back, use the parking brake. It makes a big difference. If you're on a slight slant, I don't really find it matters. Even if I did roll back, like, I don't know. But I mean, it's really not that hard to find the biting point. And if you guys are wondering, this is my first car, and it's also my first manual car. Like, I never actually drove a manual until I bought this car. Oh, sorry about that. I just ate too. And see, that's the thing too. I have a bit of difficulty talking when I'm shifting still because I'm focusing. But my takeoffs are okay now, and I haven't stalled in a long time. Anyways, so yeah, I actually took like a 1-hour course with like an instructor, and he showed me how he did it. By the end of it, I was installing so much, yada yada yada. And then my friend, he actually came over the very same day, and he gave me some tips because he's been driving standard since he was in high school. Yeah, an old high school friend of mine. Good one, actually. Another thing, so it took me, I had to learn how to drive it, but it didn't take too long. I mean, I really think that people's reason to not drive manual is just fucking laziness. Or they don't want to have the patience to learn and anticipate that, either that, or they're, yeah, I think that's part of the reason they just don't want to have the patience to learn how to have good clutch control and all that sort of stuff. It's really, I mean, really, it's not that hard. And of course, when you're, which is one of the reasons why I like manual so much, you are not going to become a distracted driver when you drive one of these things. I mean, other than maybe talking to somebody, I mean, how the hell are you going to text and drive when you have to shift? You can't. So it reinforces good driving habits. And unfortunately, manual cars nowadays, pretty hard to find. Pretty hard to find. It took me a month to find a good manual car. But I persevered, I had patience, and yeah, I found one. Another thing I like about manual is you have better traction control and control in turns. So like in the winter time or when it's slippery, you can use the gears to help you slow down. Or if you're coming far to a light, instead of just hitting the brakes the whole damn time, you can just slowly go through the gears. Or you can even skip gears, brake, or just let it coast until it gets to like 1, let's say you're 5th, and then just coast. And then we just change down gear. See, that's the hardest part when you're in a parking lot and you have to keep getting the gas and clutch ready. It can be kind of annoying. That's probably the most annoying thing about driving a manual. When you're in bumper to bumper traffic and some asshole is honking at you because he wants to move like, 1 fucking foot. But anyways, yeah, I'm off to Walmart, buy some underwear and frickin' socks, because I'm fucking low on them, and it's about damn time I buy some. I literally have 3 pairs of fucking underwear, and like 4 pairs of socks, at most. It's ridiculous. I had a whole bunch more before, but somehow they got lost in the stupid dryer. Or in the pile of clothes in the basement. But anyways, if you guys are wondering where I have been this whole time, basically, I didn't have a microphone, and as you guys can notice, I still don't have a microphone, so you're going to be hearing some fuzzies. It's coming in the mail soon, and I had to literally remove 150 gig worth of fucking videos off of my computer. That was taking too much room. I had to move it onto an external hard drive, and then I had to update the firmware because it had problems. So yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I know this is not as fun and exhilarating as a motorcycle vlog, but hey, you get to see the inside of Tina. You get to meet my side piece. And yes, I still have Tim. Don't worry. He's still my main goer. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good one.